What's up guys, Jinjuru here. Today we're here for the night race, Halloween.
Oh, we're doing it again. We got the Raising Canes and we got the
race. I know it's pretty loud out here, but today we are here for the Lucas Brands. I know normally we would be driving under the name Jinjuru Patache Racing, but something didn't work. So get ready with me.
So while I am putting on my suit, I want to do the intro actually. So welcome today back at Fastlane Go-Karting Bilzen, and today we are doing an Halloween race. But you might be thinking like, what is an Halloween race? An Halloween race is a race without any lights on. Except for a few corners where it's really necessary to have light, because otherwise there would be way too many people crashing. The format of today is that we have a 10-minute qualifying followed by a 50-minute race. We've split both sessions in half, so I'll do 5 minutes quali, you'll do 5 minutes quali, and the race 50-50, so 25 minutes for me, 25 minutes for Lucas. So what does it actually look like? Something like this. This is a race without any weight limit or like minimal weight, so we have decided to do our race. We both weigh like 85 kilos and like above 90 I guess. So we have decided to not really look at the competition, but just drive our own race, see if we can drive a good race from them. We do know that there's only like one guy who's also in our weight class, and that's who will be probably racing today.
Okay, we're doing quite well. By the way, this is not on weight, so that's kind of a problem for us. Like, we both weigh too much actually compared to the other guys, but we're gonna try to do our best and set some decent lap times, you know.
So here it all began. Lucas went out for our first 5 minutes of the qualifying. And to be honest, the lap times were pretty okay. I can't remember what lap time he said, but I think it was a 43 something. I managed to improve, you're gonna see that later. But why am I showing you this footage? Because you know this is really not that important. But I want to show you guys what is happening in a few seconds. Like, look at this, how intimidating can shit become. This is all you'll probably see for the entire race. It's bloody dark, you don't see anything, but you can also see the huge weight difference. Look at that, mate. And in the corners you gain everything back, so it's not fun to be not driving on weight, but yeah, I guess it's not a serious race or something, maybe that's why they didn't want to do it. But yeah, so Lucas decides to come into the pits. I didn't fucking know that he was coming into the pits, so I was still like trying to strap on my helmet. We actually managed to do it. We do the driver swap. He tells me that this card is a good card, and yeah, here we go. To be honest guys, this quali footage is, I actually impeded someone, but okay. But this footage was actually like kinda boring to show you guys the qualifying, so I'm just gonna jump straight into the results of the quali. And the lights go back on, and that means the end of qualifying. It was a 13 driver grid, I think, or team grid, and we managed to qualify in P9, which is actually not that bad as it sounds, because like most of the guys here weighed like 70 kilos max, so I think we did pretty well in the quali. So we are finally allowed to go, and that means we will start this race in P9. I know that we didn't really have any weight advantage, so we have to try and go forward in the race. The guy with the red pullover is one of my friends, Ryan, and the guy in front is Miguel. And Miguel is the guy we're actually racing this race. So we are gonna start this race. We are in P9, which means that we can almost only go forward, right? Here is just some spare footage from me trying to warm up the tires. And yeah, we are gonna see what's gonna happen this race. The only thing I can say is that this guy really doesn't know how to do a safety carousel, because he just immediately pulls away, which is not fair, to be honest, because I could never catch up to them. And it is a very chaotic start, even though it looks kind of calm at this moment. Look what happens here, murder. He gets a tap, I go around the outside. I give this guy a little bump to pass, but that is not gonna work. He fights his way past me again. And we're up into P6. The lights go out, and that means that it's really started. But sadly enough, I don't know how it happened, but there was a system fault, and after 10 minutes of racing, while we were still in P6, they decided to red flag the race and redo the entire race. So yeah, let's jump into the second start.
Miguel, ik heb zo'n goede start en nu ben ik weer hier.
For the guys who didn't understand what I just said that I had a very good start, and now I'm back here after that. But he was the one getting killed, so he was pretty happy, I think, with the restart. Here Lucas tells me that there was a system fault and that they had to restart the race. And here is some footage of me and Miguel having some fun, blowing some kisses. We almost start a fight actually, like look at that, he wants to fight me, you can see that. I fight back, I give him a nice smack from the side. He does not give a damn. And after all of that, we can finally go and leave again for our second start of the day. This guy does decide to pull away again, literally in the fucking first second of the race. Here a little pile up through this corner, but it's kinda normal, I guess. Here I take the defensive line, here I just get pushed off, and that's a fucking kid that weighs like 50 kilos. Here he tries to literally put me into the corner. I said, no, that's my corner, fuck off, you're 40 kilos, fuck off, please. And we go on with our race. I know it's kinda aggressive, but to be honest, like what did the kid try to fucking, like, okay, you can try and overtake me, fair enough, but you don't have to put me in a corner. That's for the pros, okay? So after a little while, we actually catch back up to the pack, and now we are actually driving in a train. But to be honest, they were fighting a little too much to my liking, so I do decide to go for an early pit stop. Not now, but after a while, because we are losing a lot of lap time to the leaders, and yeah, if we go for an undercut, we might be able to still finish ahead of some of these guys. Okay guys, I feel like I'm being held up. Let's get into pit. Let's box. Okay, copy box. So we decide to go for an undercut. Pit early, try to get ahead of those guys who are really very really fighting, I guess, in the train. So let's try and perform a magical undercut. So there are 2 mandatory pit stops, and we just cleared one of them. There was only one thing that I didn't keep in mind, and that's that when I am not the one driving in the train, it's super dark. You literally don't see anything in front of you anymore. So that was a little mistake of me. Look at that. That is just fully blind. But we do actually manage to set some good lap times. Okay, that was not good, but you know what I mean, like we are improving our best lap times that we weren't setting in the train. So maybe this undercut might work. Here we are, the guys who were we actually fighting are now right in front of us, and they have also done the pit stop. So I don't know if it actually worked, but Yeah, no, I know it already. We actually pulled off an undercut. Not on everyone, but we at least did an undercut on one of the guys. And we moved up after all of the pit stops to P8. The rest of my stint actually consisted of trying to lap myself, or lapping some guys. And it was not that entertaining, so I just show you the highlights of me overtaking some guys. By the way, I'm not mad at you. I know that I can sometimes look like I'm frustrated, but I'm not that frustrated. I'm very happy that this guy lets me by over here. It's a pretty good place to let me by. For the rest of the stint, we were actually trying to keep up with the guys in front, which we actually managed to do quite well. We even catch him at some times. And yeah, this is almost like the end of my stint. So now we need Lucas to do some great work. So here we are, pitting for our second time this race. Line with the car, good, so he can jump in. It's a 1 minute pit stop, so we are actually kind of fine. Here's my dad. He actually came over to see me. I was not expecting any support today, but he is here. We have a small talk. So this is our last mandatory pit stop. We entered the pit in P6 or P7, I think, and we will leave the pit in P10, I think, because a lot of people haven't done the mandatory pit stops yet. To be honest, Lucas's stint was kinda boring. He had to lap some back markers and just do his own pace until this game. We came to the end of the race almost, and we were in P7 at that time. There was someone right behind us. He actually fucks up his van because he gets pushed once, pushed twice, and now he has to start defending from someone who's definitely like on a lower weight. And at this moment we get the Fastlane karting Bilzen curse. A blue flag for someone we are racing. Very nice, but that is also something that can only happen at Fastlane karting Bilzen. To be honest, also when it's not a dark race, they also do this. And you know, a push to pass is pretty simple, you know. Like, do it like this guy and you have a pretty good race, I guess. You get P7. Congrats, bro. Lucas actually managed to keep him pretty close, you know, like we are already in some kind of overweight class, I guess, and still we managed to have a great race. Here we take the checkered flag, I guess, get into the pit and claim P8 for the race. To be honest, we could have probably like gotten into like P7, I guess, yeah, at least P7, maybe P6, if we didn't have the struggles we had at the end of the day. But it was a good one. I'm actually pretty happy. Like, I had some good pace, I did the best I could, and that is the most important. This was also a very unique experience, and I like to do this yeah, somewhere in the future. But I want to thank you guys for watching, and you really didn't think I wouldn't leave you with a little scare, did you?